Hello everybody and welcome to another F1 Manager video. In today's video we are at Las Vegas where our car should be much better. Austin, it reckoned our car was 14th and 15th best. Make sure you go check out what result we got there. But yeah, let's head into Las Vegas. 7th overall rank on the grid, so we'll go 7th or higher with Perez and 8th or higher with George Russell. Let's head into the race weekend.
Welcome to the Silver State of Nevada for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The track here is a high-speed street circuit that takes in the lights and the sights of this spectacular Sin City. Drivers will take on over a mile of the Las Vegas Strip, racing flat out past all the glamour and glitz it has to offer. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. And with that, I think it's time to get started.
So that is FP1 done and dusted, and the final order is...
Copy.
Alright, do you mind, Perez? Alonso, Lawson, Gasly, Norris, Sainz, Martins, Zhou, Sargent, Piastri and Tsunoda. No Verstappen in the top 10. Let's head in to FP2. So that is FP2 done and dusted, and the results were Alonso, Norris, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Bortoleto in P5, hello, Piastri, Sargent, Tsunoda, Leclerc and Ocon were your top 10. So that is that done in FP3. Yeah, the final order is as follows: Perez, Alonso, Russell, Sainz, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Hadjar, Antonelli and Lawson. Let's head in to qualifying drivers preparation. 97% for Perez and 99% for Russell. Both drivers' confidence is very high, that's what we like to see.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
Qualifying is when F1's most glamorous street circuit really comes into its own. With cars on full throttle down a huge section of the Las Vegas Strip. Getting tyres into the optimal temperature range will be crucial to setting a good time here.
We're looking at McLaren here. Karun, how do you think their driver will be feeling today?
It's interesting because they weren't that fast in practice. I'm not sure if this was a lack of pace or just the team trying different things, but I imagine we'll see their true performance soon enough.
You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
So starting our first flying lap in Q1 then, on a fresh set of soft compound tyres. I believe we have 3 or 4 sets of softs, because we used one set in practice one. And that's the only set of softs we've used so far. Obviously you have to take a certain amount back. But Perez shouldn't have much traffic. Russell's going to get a little bit of traffic straight away almost. Hopefully it will get out of the way. Indeed it does. What is the first sector time? It's a long first sector around here. It's a 44.1, not a purple, so the Ferrari is quicker than us. 43.7. 43.7. 44.1. Interesting. Small gap between them. Whoa. Out of the way goes that car. These are going to get out of the way of Russell. The first one will, I don't think the second one will. No, it won't. But it'll give George a slipstream up to the line. Perez is going to come up to the line. And he will be half a second off. Yikes. Where does Russell go? Much better, 2 tenths ahead. So that is the end of Q1, and the final order is as follows: Tsunoda, Russell, Verstappen, Alonso, Leclerc, Piastri, Ricciardo, Ocon, Perez and Norris for your top 10. It's good to see that we're back on the pace and we can actually fight with Red Bull, because we're only a tenth and a half off them and they done 2 laps, we only done 1, and our first lap was best of the session for a while. Bortoleto 11th, Antonelli, Lawson, Hadjar and Sargent are the ones that don't get knocked out, and knocked out is Pierre Gasly, Jack Doohan, Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz, Nico Hulkenberg and Oliver Bearman. So starting our first flying lap in Q2, Perez has got a little bit of traffic at the kick Sauber in front, but hopefully that shouldn't affect him too much. It's more the traffic coming out the pits that I'm more worried about. Perez seemed to be quite far off Russell's pace. I want to say it was about 7.5 tenths in Q1. Now we can't be having any of that. A lot of it was in Sector 1 for Perez. So I'm hoping he can do a little bit better in the first sector. But the Sector 1 doesn't seem to be the strong point for our car either. It's a 44.3 for Perez. And what is Russell going to do? A 43.7. Yes, that's like 6-7 tenths. Oh dear. I said the thing. Yeah, that's like 6 or 7 tenths in like one corner practically. The Mercedes gets out of the way. Don't think the Mercedes is going to get out of the way of Russell, which means Russell will get a nice slipstream. But Perez has gone quicker in the second sector. Bortoleto does Perez does a 33.9. And Russell does a 33.5. Right, Perez now starting his final lap in Q2. He has got 3 and 4 tenths to the drop zone, but I didn't want to risk it, so we're going out again on a fresh set of softs for our second lap in Q2. I remember when I first got the feeling of using scrubs in Q2, when we first started having the confidence to use scrubs in Q2, it was like, wow, this is powerful. Yeah, Russell is definitely fine, but look, Ocon's just improved. There's 3 drivers behind him, we need 6 drivers to be behind him to guarantee that he won't go out. I think that was a 43.7. That's on par with Russell's pace, that's much better. 2 Ferraris and 2 Red Bulls in front, as you do. I mean, they're probably on what, fresh? Yeah, they were on fresh and we were on warm. But yeah, round the final corner and up to the line will come Sergio Perez. We have now got 6 cars behind us, which guarantees we go through, but we may as well finish the lap anyway. Perez goes up to P4, nice. And the final order in Q2 was as follows: Verstappen, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Perez, Alonso, Russell, Norris, Piastri, Ocon, Albon. Knocked out was Logan Sargent, Liam Lawson, Daniel Ricciardo, Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar and Gabriel Bortoleto. Let's head in to the top 10 shootout in Q3. So starting our first lap in Q3, and I feel both our drivers have a fairly distant slipstream, you know. A little bit of a distant toe. Russell is on the scrub tyre. No, Russell's on fresh. Perez is on the scrub tyres he used on his last lap in Q2. Just so we have one set fresh for both cars in the race. Because I feel like it might be a 2-stop. I feel like Vegas is never a 2-stop, but got to try something in it. Yeah, it's super hard to close on them when they got DRS. Russell does a 43.8. Perez does a 43.7. Oh dear, that wasn't great. I don't know if that held us up any, but I'm hoping not. Where is the end of the second sector? 27.9 and Perez is 27.8 and purple. So round the final corner they come, up towards the line. What is it going to be? 33.1. We go 3 tenths off that of Russell, and Perez goes 300ths off that. Perez is on fresh. So starting our final lap in Q3, Perez is actually set the fastest time of them all. We might not make it to the line. 10 seconds to go. Yeah, they both make it to the line with about 7 seconds to spare. So everybody is now coming through and doing their final lap, or at least starting it. But through the first sector, Russell needs to get a slipstream. That's what I'm trying to get out of this. Alonso goes up to P5. Williams out of Albon is going to be next to the line. Improves but not off position. Red Bull's next. Verstappen only stays P4. Russell is green. Perez is yellow because he has no slipstream, unfortunately. Who's going to be next? It's going to be another Ferrari up towards the line. We now have a Haas in the way, which maybe could have given Perez a little bit of a tow. Russell is yellow and Perez is also yellow. Perez has been blocked by Verstappen, so Perez is going to come up towards the line. Can't improve. Russell goes up to P3. The McLaren's on lap, so it's going to be pole for Perez and P3 for Russell. So the final order in Q3 is Perez, Tsunoda, Russell, Leclerc, Verstappen, Alonso, Piastri, Norris, Ocon and Albon. Let's head in to the race.
The city of Las Vegas is abuzz with excitement, and the drivers now ready themselves for 50 laps under the lights.
Las Vegas is a super fast street circuit. and the long straight along the dazzling strip could be a tempting and yet challenging place to try and overtake.
Formula One's highest speed street circuit promises incredible action up and down the Las Vegas Strip. Racing at night means track temperatures will be lower, so data from Free Practice 2 could be crucial to managing both qualifying and the Grand Prix. The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprise in that, it's race day. Welcome back everyone, the final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Now, this could be an important race for Pierre Gasly.
All the way back at 17, meaning there's not a lot of expectations on their shoulders.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. The atmosphere is electric here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
And indeed it is lights out and away we go with George Russell and Sergio Perez. And George Russell straight away up into P2. It's a 1-2 from off the start. That is what we'd love to see. Now we just need these guys to run away. Run away from the chasing pack. Oh my god, is Russell going to go around the outside of Perez? Russell up into P1 straight away. It's no 8 at Vegas. That's what it feels like. Perez is going to come around the outside now of his teammate. Just maybe we can get a better shot with Russell on board. Goes down the inside at the final corner. Now Perez is coming back. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be a Red Bull. Of course it is. Tsunoda comes past the both of them. Let's bring the push mode down. Perez around the outside. Come on, Russell. Come on, Russell. Perez up into the race lead. Yes. Oh, Perez managed to get DRS. Go on. Russell, this has to be you. Russell, how are you not getting that? Oh! Massive accident. Verstappen, Leclerc, Alonso, Piastri, Ocon, all out.
Red flag.
Wait, did I... Verstappen...
Now we can see what
Championship rival Max Verstappen is out.
5.
Oh my
And makes
days.
contact with the wall. And that's a tough one to take for both driver
That is a
and
mega
the car.
crash. Is Piastri, Ocon and
After a
Verstappen
pause
out.
in this race, we are all set and ready once more. And it's lights out and away we go.
Indeed it is lights out and away we go, so we need to actually get away with this. Should we keep battle assists on? Yeah. And away we go, starting the race with Sergio Perez from the lead, and George Russell is trying to take P2 off Yuki Tsunoda. He does take P2 off Yuki Tsunoda. Ocon's been given a 10-second penalty, so he probably went into the back of Piastri, who went into the two Ferraris, who went into Verstappen. Okay. Don't get me wrong, Tsunoda could still win this race, but even if he does, well, actually that would be bad for Perez, so Perez sort of needs to win this race. Right, they switch. Obviously they're all right because it's a game. 1.5 seconds, here we go. They're out of DRS again. Right, shoot off the corner, shoot off the corner. Go, 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 go. Now. I just need them not to fight so hard. 2.3 seconds. What'd they do? Just drift wide. Oh, spun. These guys could have made but haven't. Like, Perez obviously got crashed into at Spa, that wasn't great. But like, I know this isn't, the crash has probably robbed you guys of a race for on the content, but for me this is going to be an easy race to manage now. Yeah, taking pressure on both of them. Just try and force them around their teammate. There we go, Perez up in front of Russell. That red flag, but then 5 of his rivals have been taken out, so I don't think so. Or 4, sorry, because Ocon's not really a rival. Russell in front of Perez. Perez has now got the DRS, and he's going to fly past George Russell. This is basically going to be the next few laps, really, isn't it? I wonder how much pace... Wait, hang on. Perez is pitting 15, Russell's pitting 16. So, there actually won't be too much time in it. Safety car deployed. But Perez comes into the pits and Russell comes into the pits. Right, no mistakes, guys. Keep this really clinical. Yeah, Ricciardo stays out. No mistake, 2.2, 2.1. Brilliant. Brilliant. Not lost a single place. So, Perez is out in P2. And Russell is out in P5. Tsunoda and Norris a chance to catch back up to Russell. As long as they don't catch up to Perez, we're good. Right, Ricciardo's gone. Ricciardo's gone. Perez down the inside at turn 1. Already in front of Ricciardo. That's what we love to see. He's going to get this done on site. You need to get it done. Down inside the final corner. Late break. Go for it. Yes. Russell up in front of Bottas. There we go. Russell in front of Sargent. Which now means Ricciardo's going to be easy pickings for him. Russell up into P2. We've got a chance. Nah, no chance. Alright. Norris really hasn't made his way through this pack. DRS. Russell in front of Tsunoda. No, Tsunoda in front of Russell. Bloody hell. So that's fine. DRS for Russell. Yeah, nice. Which is mad considering all the pace Norris did have. Here comes Tsunoda down the inside. There's Perez just in front, chilling. The pits now, he'd be 22 seconds off the lead, so just in front of Albon. There was Russell and Tsunoda fighting. Russell's tyres are actually back down into the optimal temp window. He goes down the inside of Tsunoda. Probably going to have fuel to push to the end of the Grand Prix, to be fair with you. Pits now, he'd be in front of Antonelli, which is a good gap. Tsunoda overtakes Russell, finally. He actually makes a move on him. Tsunoda overtakes... Does he? No, he doesn't. He doesn't overtake Russell. Switch. At the moment, the only reason I'd keep him out longer is to get that gap on Gasly, but I mean, he's going a second a lap quicker than Gasly. Tsunoda overtakes Russell. Sunshine. Down the inside we go. Up into P2. Lovely little move. Tsunoda. Oh, can he get to the inside? Does get to the inside. Wrestles his way down the inside. They have got DRS. They are constantly squabbling. Tsunoda and Russell. They are actually starting to gain on these two on Perez. Russell now overtakes Tsunoda. Lovely little move. I just hope Tsunoda doesn't pit before us. Which he shouldn't do, he's on the same sort of wear as tyres. Pitting in 5 laps. Russell and Tsunoda. Tsunoda is going to Russell is going to overtake Tsunoda, sorry. Yeah, Russell overtakes Tsunoda, and into the pits comes Sergio Perez. Into the pits he goes, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. 2.3 seconds. There's Gasly and his friends, which we are out in front of. But I am just going to give it everything to try and clear them. 2.4 seconds, yeah, that's fine. Right, they're now 3.2 seconds away. Yeah, we're cool. We are cool. Russell now gets overtaken by Tsunoda. Balls to the walls, give it everything. Right, Russell in front of Tsunoda. Tsunoda going to come in. Wow. He's just tried to practically waltz away from him. Because if these guys are racing to get into the pit stop, I'd like to be first, even though it means they're going to be second as we come in. Right, but Russell is going to come in. Tsunoda is going to be in front. And Tsunoda isn't going to pit, so we're going to get an undercut. That's what we like to see. Perez out. Goes up to P2. Oh, 2.3 second stop. I'd like to think we're actually in the pit stop top whatever, because we've actually had some decent stops today. Right. DRS. Yeah, Perez overtakes Tsunoda, which now means there's a whole pit stop in front. Got to be on it with George. VSC, red flag, you're joking. Shit.
Let's have a look at
I
them.
mean, Russell could even
Now
keep those
this was at
mediums.
turn 3.
Oh, he's just wiped out by the car that comes out the pits.
A sense of
Oh,
deja
oh.
vu here as the drivers once again face the countdown.
So for the third time this
And
race,
it's lights out, and away we go.
what he said, it's lights out and away we go for the third time this race. What lap are we on? 39. So yeah, we should be all good to push to the end. It's lights out and away we go. Sergio Perez gets a really, really nice start. Clear of these two already. Tsunoda has gone for the softs. Russell's got fresh softs, Tsunoda doesn't. Right, Perez gets overtaken by Tsunoda. There we go. Perez passed with DRS. Russell passed. Go on, it's got to be. What? No, he never should have got the DRS there. Is it on the exit of the straight? It might be, you know. Not overtaken by Tsunoda this time. And Russell is going to go down the inside of Perez. Lovely little move. Down the inside goes George Russell on Sergio Perez. I really, really want Perez to win this and not Russell, just because Perez deserves it, man. Oh, there's Tsunoda and Russell. Tsunoda's going to try and go around the outside. I don't want it to happen. It's fine. DRS for Russell. Yes, nicely covered, Perez. Perez and Russell. Perez is going to go down the inside of Russell. I mean, they're just full push to the end, really, so it's whatever. DRS for Russell. He goes down the inside on Perez. Lovely little move. And Tsunoda, yeah, it was right there. Yep, there it is, DRS. It's ahead of Russell, and Tsunoda can't quite get ahead of him. Oh, Sargent. Red flag again.
Red flag, red flag.
What tyres am I going to use this time? Perez was a pit stop in front of Tsunoda and Russell.
The drivers are lined up, awaiting the lights.
Oh, Russell was going to be clear of Tsunoda, but no. But for the fourth time this race, it's lights out and away we go from the start. And Tsunoda instantly up in front of Russell. Russell gets a terrible start. Look at this, Tsunoda's eyeing it up already. There you go, he's going to have it. Tsunoda takes the lead with 2 laps to go as we cross the line. Russell's now going to get ahead of Perez. Oh, I feel bad. This has all come away from Perez. Didn't fancy a look on his teammate. Russell fancies a look on Tsunoda, and so does Perez. Right, ERS. ERS, ERS, ERS. Come on, box him in. No, it's going to be Tsunoda clear into the lead, isn't it? Not quite. Right. Right, Russell is away. Perez.
Okay, copy.
How can you put a red flag on the last lap?
Okay, red flag, stay positive.
What?
Today, it's George Russell's time to shine.
That was an excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy, and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
But just look at this. The overwhelming
You're joking.
excitement
No,
for
no,
those
no,
celebrating
don't play
this
this game.
achievement. And up he goes, George Russell joining the podium lineup after a
He did
memorable
not
Grand
win.
Prix.
Tsunoda did not win. When the red flag was called, Russell was in front from Tsunoda from Perez.
There's further delight for the team.
That
as
is
they
the
get to see
biggest
both
load of
drivers up there
bollocks
together.
I've ever seen.
And there's not much that rivals the Las Vegas Grand Prix when it comes to the podium
Perez got
presentation.
robbed. Perez got absolutely robbed, and I feel for him. Who have they paid? Who have they paid?
Well, Karoon, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
How can you throw a red flag on?
Well,
You
they'll be
don't
so
ever throw a
proud
red
to have
flag
had
on the
both
last
drivers
lap.
on the podium. They certainly do.
You don't ever throw a red flag on the last lap. He did not win. That is ridiculous. That is robbery. Tsunoda, Russell, Perez, Norris, Lawson, Hadjar, Ricciardo, Antonelli, Behrman and Doohan was the final order. Sainz, Bottas and Albon, and then there was only 13 finishers in that Grand Prix. But Tsunoda is now 2 points in front of Perez when he shouldn't be. He should be 1 point behind. No. He gained 7 points from that, so he should be 5 points behind. That was Russell's race. We were robbed. We might... I don't think we won the Drivers' Championship though, did we? That's really done my head in. 264 minus 221, 43, 25 times 2, 50 points. So Max, if Russell outscores Max by 7 points, he's champion. But yeah, that should have been Perez's race, and he's lost a position in the championship to Tsunoda, and he should have had 10 more points than that, so he should have only been 11 behind Verstappen. That is robbery. We've not won the Constructors either. We got 2nd and 7th in the Pit Stop Championship, which gives us 24 points, which moves us closer to Alpine. We got our sponsor targets at least, but that is the worst, most stupid thing I've ever seen. That's how Red Bull want to play. We'll play it that way. Refurbishment complete for the Tour Centre. No, refurbishment complete and an upgrade for the Tour Centre. Piss me off. That is, yeah, just done my head in. It should give us some more money, which should give us some more money to do facility things. Right, sponsor plan. Target missed. Right, we're on 15 mil now. Let's see if we can chuck some stuff to the facilities. The driver lineup's going to change all that much next season, but it'll be interesting what the cars are like with these major reg change. Yeah, that will be it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Take care. Goodbye for now.